Hello everyone and welcome to the extra tenor rehearsal for week 3. It's the Byrd Master 5 voices. We're looking at the first half of the Credo, which is page 18. We're going to learn almost exactly half of it in this session. And as I say, this is a tenor 2 rehearsal. So hello everyone out there watching this whenever this is. Of course you can see I'm recording this actually relatively early in the morning. Feeling the joys of nearly spring here, and just checking that everything's working in the sound department. Can we hear? Well, it's Mr. Cooter with us today. It's Josh himself. We're going to have a lovely rehearsal with Josh. So make sure you've got your scores ready. Hello to everyone watching in the live chat on this premiere video. And let's begin, shall we? So we'll start as we always do with a warm-up, get our voices ready for a lovely sing-song. So put everything down, sit up in your chair, or if standing's possible, please, if you wouldn't mind doing that. And we'll take those all-important deep breaths in and out. Beginning to bring ourselves into the room, into our rehearsal space, ready for our sing this morning, or indeed this afternoon or evening, whatever time you're watching. Taking those deep breaths, starting to roll your shoulders and roll your head around. Get rid of any tension. As you breathe in confidence. As you breathe out, get rid of any stress, any tension. And do that again. Gather up that lovely feeling of singing beautiful music with friends. And then blow the air away from you. Actually blow it away. Lovely, nice smooth exhalation. And breathe in again. One more, nice and strong. Fabulous. Want to make the curtains on the other side of the room move around. And we'll start off now. We do have quite a wide range for tenor 2 today. The lowest note is there and the highest note is there. So it's one of the wider ranges required. Remember, if you are a baritone or a bass singing this part, it's fine when you come to record it to leave the very highest notes out. Similarly, if you're a tenalto and you're finding some of the notes go a bit low, leave those on the page, and between us we'll fill everything in. But let's start here actually. We'll hum this note together. Nice deep breath, and let's hum. Here we go. Upper semitone. Now an or. Lovely couple of shapes. We'll sing ya ya ya. Lovely yo yo yo. Great yeah yeah yeah. And ya ya ya. Great yo yo yo. And yo yo yo. One more. Yo yo yo. Thank you very much, everybody. Make sure you've got something to stay hydrated. Today I'm very much on the coffee. You know the saying, coffee, do stupid things faster with more energy. Well, we're going to sing beautiful music. Not necessarily faster, but definitely with lots of energy today. We're looking at Credo, page 18. And, well, you can see from the first page, much like the basses, you are already 10% into learning this movement. Well done, congratulations. You don't sing for the first 9.5 bars. So what does that sound like when we're not singing? It sounds like this, everyone. This, of course, is Joseph. This is bar 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Now you can hear Josh taking a breath, getting ready to sing, and that's what I want you to do. In fact, possibly I think I'd ask you to breathe slightly earlier even than that. I'd like you breathing as you turn the page onto page 19, or as you start page 19, you see we've got 5 beats before we come in visibilium omnium et invisibilium, all things visible and invisible. So you're going to breathe a good bar ahead. Let's round it up. Let's say 5 beats from the moment you turn. And this is a really quite a strong entry from tenor 2. You're coming in with this new bit of text, visibilium omnium. Let's listen to Josh sing this because he's the master. Here we go. And 1. Visibilium omnium. Gorgeous. Now, of course, this is basically a decorated modal 3 blind mice. Visibilium omnium. The lower notes, the C and the B flat from the start and the middle, are just ways of getting up to those upper notes. The upper notes need to be strong and sung through. And of course the M at the end of omnium is on the rest. So let's sing that. Nice deep breath for me, tenors. Thank you. In after 1, 3, 4, 1. Visibilium omnium. Excellent. He's giving us a nice M at the end of that, which I really like. It's good and dramatic. Et invisibilium. And you can see the way this is laid out where the important syllables should be. Et invisibilium. So let those longer notes really do sing through. Let's listen to Josh sing bar 13 for us, everyone, which is at the bottom of page 19. Here we go, and... Et invisibilium. Lovely. So let's just look at that. And we're singing through those notes, pushing them ahead. I'm just going to move the microphone, it's getting a bit close. So, excuse me, until it's early in the morning. Excuse me. Et invisibilium. Now, just be careful. It's definitely an rather than There is a real difference on visibilium, omnium, rather than lips forward. Et invisibilium. Let's sing with Josh. Here we go. After 4, 2, 3, 4. Et invisibilium. Great. Now we need to take a quick and deep breath for the next phrase, which goes... Excuse me. One more time. There we go. It's trying to play and move the score on. Et in unum dominum. So we've got a shape here at the at this bar 15, climbing the 5th up to the E flat and then back to the C. Et in unum. Let's sing that together. In fact, let's sing it with Josh. 1, 2, 3. Et in unum. That's it. So we're holding the oo at the top there for 2 beats, and then dominum. Sing that with me, bar 17, and dominum. Great. Let's do that whole phrase then. Et in unum from bar 15, last notes. After 3, 1, 2, 3. Et in unum dominum. Lovely. Now, bar 18, please have your pencils ready because it's Jesum Christum with a J rather than a Jesum Christum. I know that those of you that have been singing in choirs for years are used to these Italianate Latin pronunciations. We are using the anglicised version because it is an English piece. This is how it would have been sung in Byrd's time. So, Jesum Christum. Please write in the J. Make sure it's really clear. You might want to put a D, DJ, J, to remind you to put that J sound in. It's a very pretty line from bar 18. It's 1, Jesum Christum. Let's listen to Josh sing it. Here we go. And 1. Jesum Christum. Beautifully sung there by Josh. That E flat there and Christum is obviously the pinnacle of the phrase. Jesus Christ, and making sure that we are really matching Josh's energy there. There's a K at the start and a R, which really propels the note up to the E flat. Listen one more time.
Jesum Christum.
There's two long notes either side of Christum, really quite strong. So let's sing it. After 1, 3, 4, 1.
Jesum Christum.
Excellent. Putting the M on the bar line, taking a breath. Filium. Okay, this bounces off the first beat, so it's 1, 2, 3, 4, and the M again on the bar line. Listen to it. This is bar 20, everyone. It's 3, 4, 1.
Filium.
And making that really... If Jesum Christum is stronger, this is a little bit softer and a little bit more entreating. Filium. Something about the semitone always pulls on heartstring, doesn't it? Filium. Okay, and then Dei unigenitum. Okay, so use filium as a way of getting your voice sort of towards that upper register. You take a deep breath and you float. Dei unigenitum. So it's unigenitum, and the tom is definitely an U again, and it's one beat. Listen to Josh sing it from bar 21, which is the bottom line of page 20. It's 1.
Dei unigenitum.
Great, so let's sing that together. Huge breath, 3, 4, 1.
Dei unigenitum.
Excellent, well done. Et ex patre natum is our next entry. So bar 23, we take a deep breath for those 3 beats, and then 2, 3. So we hold the first note, et, for 3 beats. We use the X to propel us up to the C for 2 beats, down a whole tone, and then up to the C and down a 5th. So we end up 1 note lower, 1 tone lower than we started. We start there and we end there. Et ex patre natum. Okay, let's have a listen to it. Bar 24, it goes.
Et ex patre natum.
Excellent. So let's sing that one more time. Same thing from bar 24. Deep breath. 2, 3, 4.
Et ex patre natum.
Excellent. Notice it's definitely natum, not natum. Is not a sound that will resonate and blend. Definitely will. And then ante omnias. Okay, so we come in after 3. It's 1, 2, 3. Ante omnia secula. Worth noting that the pitch at the end there is the same as omnia. Same pitch each time. So let's sing ante omnia. There's our note coming in after 3 with Josh. 1, 2, 3.
Ante omnia secula.
Holding that note there for 2 full beats. Excellent. So let's sing from the beginning to there, or at least our first entry, which is visibilium. So if you could all turn, in fact, let's go from the beginning of page 19. That's bar 9, everyone. That gives you those 5 beats to prepare and come in with plenty of oomph there. Lots of beans in bar 10. Your first note will be here and in 5 beats. So breathe. And 1.
Visibilium omnium et invisibilium.
Breathe.
Et in unum Dominum.
And 1.
Jesum Christum.
And 1.
Filium.
Deep breath.
Dei unigenitum.
2, 3, 4.
Et ex patre natum.
And
Ante omnia secula.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1. Excellent. That leads us to bar 30. Thank you, tenors. Quick sip of drink. Let's stay hydrated, please. It's very important. Okay, and so now bar 30, another change. It's often the tenor twos that are part of these kind of thematic changes in this wonderful work. Everything's been kind of minor, quite kind of intense, and this is just a little bit more beautiful here. Deum de Deo. Okay? Deum de Deo. God from gods. Okay? So we're coming down, and that A natural there is a little moment of the sun peeking out from the clouds, isn't it? So listen to it. It's 1.
Deum de Deo.
Okay, deum, not deum. We're not having it. There's not a Y in there. It's deum, de deo, and the A natural makes the B flat happy. So make sure that's reflected. Let's sing it together. In fact, sing it with a smile. Here we go. After 1, 3, 4, 1.
Deum de Deo.
Excellent. Then we have a bar and a beat. Then deum verum. Okay, about almost the quintessential Renaissance sounding line. Let's listen to it.
Deum verum.
Okay, deum verum. Okay. And that B natural, you want to grow through it. It's that long room, as it were. Deum verum. Let's sing it with Josh. Here's your notes in after 1, 3, 4, 1.
Deum verum.
That's C as well, going across the bar line. As I've been saying throughout the course, you need to really sing as if you're in a big acoustic, even though you may be in your spare room or in your kitchen, or however you're singing along. Sing for the acoustic that the music is demanding. And so, verum gives you that beautiful, rich sound, which of course is how your voices are going to be treated when they're all mixed together. So one more time, let's give ourselves the cathedral treatment. Okay, in after 1, 3, 4, 1.
Deum verum.
Very nice. So that's bar 37, which is the last bar, top of 22. Now, genitum non factum, begotten not made, consubstantialem with the consubstantialem patri, of one being with the Father. Nice line here, very nice, and lots of we had E flats to D's earlier on, which is quite intense. We've had C's to B naturals. Here we've got A flats to G, so it's tension and release, and there's lots of this going on. So genitum. Just watch out. The first note of genitum going across the bar line is 1.5 beats. The tum, and it's a tum genitum, is 2 beats. So it's 1, 2, 3. Genitum non factum. Let's sing that together. Bar 37, everyone. 1, 2, 3. Genitum non factum. All right, let's listen to Josh sing this line for us.
Genitum non factum consubstantialem patri.
Now, I can't tell, because he's a master, this Josh, of not just of singing, but of sound production, whether that's 2 takes put together, or whether he's just very, very good at singing this line. Let's have a quick listen.
Factum consubstantialem patri.
Okay, I think that's 1 take, but there's no breath. So he's stopping factum con, but he's not going factum con. So I need you, please, everyone, to not snatch a breath there. That will affect the timbre, the colour of your voice. So follow Josh here. Genitum non factum consubstantialem. Okay, resist the temptation to snatch your breath. Instead, take a really deep breath in the 11 beats of rest you've got beforehand. Okay, let's have a look at the second half of the phrase, last note of bar 39, which is the bottom line, of course, of page 22. So it's just coming down the scale, holding that C for 2 beats, and then rising to the A flat, creating tension, and then falling to the G. So from the C consubstantialem after 3, 1, 2, 3.
Consubstantialem patri.
Lovely, patri, if you can roll your R. Okay, let's sing that whole thing, genitum non factum. Be aware that, again, tenor 2 anticipates this next section, comes in with a fair amount of intensity in the last note of 37, very much setting up what's going to happen with the rest of the choir in 38. So be ready for that. Okay, so let's sing from 37. Take a deep breath. 1, 2, 3.
Genitum non factum consubstantialem patri.
Excellent. And you can hear now this imitative part, imitation, where different parts coming in, singing variations of the same idea. And our line. We get a nice little bit of colour there. So we are the third part in coming singing this imitation. It's the top of page 23, last bar, so it's 45. Perquem omnia facta sunt. And of course, the interesting thing there is the A flats in bar 46, rising to 47. It's an eyebrows up moment. Yes? Push those eyebrows up to help you up to the B flat. Let's sing that with the piano from bar 45, everyone. Perquem omnia. Take a deep breath. 3, 4. Perquem omnia facta sunt. I know it sounds silly, but you really do need to lift those eyebrows on that A natural. As it will just apply that little bit of extra tuning to help you get that absolutely right. Let's sing it with Josh from bar 45, everyone. Last bar, top line of 23. After 4, 2, 3, 4.
Perquem omnia facta sunt.
Lovely. Really like his tone there on that B flat. Now, perquem omnia facta sunt, facta sunt, facta sunt. So we're just sort of reflecting on this now. So here we've got some a slightly wider leap. Perquem omnia facta sunt. So for some of us, that's going to be a very, very wide leap. You might not even have that lower note very cleanly. Do your very best. Perquem omnia. Drop your jaw. Allow your chin to drop and let the sound go into your chest if it's a bit low for you. And then up to the A flat, hold for 2 beats, and resolve that clash. Let's listen to Josh sing it from 49. It's 3, 4.
Perquem omnia facta sunt.
It's a short sunt because then we go up that very expressive leap. From a G, quick breath, and up to the E flat, which we push through. Facta sunt. Let's sing from that E flat, everyone. After 1, 3, 4, 1.
Facta sunt.
Lovely. So let's go from 49 again. Perquem omnia. Take a deep breath. 2, 3, 4.
Perquem omnia facta sunt. Facta facta sunt.
And then... And this is a special moment for tenor 2. Have a listen.
Facta sunt.
Gorgeous. It's the by far the most interesting thing happening there. Everyone else is just holding a chord, and we're creating that tension, that suspended note, and resolving, slowing down into the last note. Listen to it one more time. Bar 53. The note is here. It's 1.
Facta sunt.
And that is heavily aspirated. It's not a t. Not like a drum, it's not like a hi-hat or cymbal. It's much more of a t. Facta sunt. Lovely. So let's sing. Let's go from bar 45, everybody, which is the top line, last bar of 23, Perquem omnia, and we will sing then to the top of page 24. Here we go. Here's your note. Take a nice deep breath. 2, 3, 4.
Perquem omnia facta sunt.
Breathe and...
Perquem omnia facta sunt. Facta sunt.
1.
Facta sunt.
Very soft T there. Excellent, tenors. Well done. Let's have a quick sip of drink. Hope everyone's doing well as you're singing along with this. And we're moving now into this gorgeous middle section. And I'll let you into a little bit of info here, tenors. The texture varies substantially throughout this piece. It's often 3-part texture. And so you've got sort of altos and basses and tenor, and then you've got 2 tenors and soprano. Tenor 2 is singing throughout. Yeah, some parts have a big chunk of no singing for 12 bars. Tenor 2 is just a mainstay, a constant throughout this. So it means more singing. You get some really lovely lines as a consolation for that. So bar 54, 55, and the first beat, I should say, of 56, we don't sing. Enjoy this little rest because we're going to be busy following this. Let's have a listen from 54. Okay, qui propter nos homines. And we come in here. This is a nice bit of imitation coming in with a variant of what the others have sung. So let's listen to Josh sing this rather lovely little line.
Qui propter nos hominem.
Okay, who for us men and for our salvation. So it's 1.
Qui propter nos homines.
Okay, we're singing that the B flat, the E flat going across the bar line, going through, and the F from bar 57, 58, and just a straightforward coming down the arpeggio there. So let's sing that. In fact, let's go from the double bar of 54, and so we can practice our entry. Here we go. So start to breathe. And 1.
Qui propter nos hominem.
Lovely, really sweet. Just making sure those 2 notes, the D and the B flat, are well supported so they don't drop in pitch. So we start here on Et propter nostrum salutem, and for our salvation. Okay, so we climb by the 5th, we climb the stairs, and then we come down. There's that A flat again, creating tension, and a long G. Let's listen to it. Bar 58, last note. Ready? 1, 2, 3.
Et propter nostrum salutem.
Oh, some really nice singing there from Josh. Very much about creating that beauty, even in that long held note. Not just sitting on it, but letting it grow a little bit, providing a little bit of interest. Let's sing Et Propter Nostrum Salutem. Okay, here we go. 1, 2, 3. Et Propter Nostrum Salutem. Lovely. And once more with Josh. Take a nice deep breath. After 3. 1, 2, 3.
Et propter nostrum salutem.
Let it grow. M on the bar line, and then take a breath in that first rest. Descend it. Descend it, not descend it. Descend it. As in, should we climb it? No, we should descend it. Descend it, descellis. Okay, descend it. Decellis. Not descendit decellis. Descendit decellis. Both S sounds. Please make those adjustments on your score. Do it for me now, to save time and heartache later on when you've just recorded an excellent take but you've got the consonants wrong, so you can't send it in. Alright, so let's have a listen to Descend It. It's 1.
Descend it.
He came down from heaven. Descend it. It's definitely an E and an E sound at the end. So one more time, not too loud, and 1.
Descend it.
So sensitively sung here. Then decellis. Let's listen to it. It starts here, bar 63, and it is
Descellis.
Now a lot of that is just moving by step. Just watch out for the third here. It's a wider leap than it looks. It's a full major third. So it's 2, 3. Descellis. Yeah, let's sing that together after 3. 1, 2, 3.
Descellis.
Great. Lots of support needed just to make sure that there's, because the distance between those two notes, again, semitones, tension and release. This time, a happier tension and release. Okay, and then et incarnatus est, and was incarnate by the Virgin Mary. Got some nice D flats here, a bit of modality. Let's have a listen.
Et incarnatus est.
Beautifully sung. Long notes here. Tension and release. Again, that semitone pattern. So et in. Sing through. Lots of shape. Carnatus est. With a nice drop jaw. Let's sing with Josh from bar 66. Everybody, after 1, 3, 4, 1.
Et incarnatus est.
Lovely. Take a breath. And then we sing De Spiritus. This is a particularly nice sound. You can see there's lots for us to do in the coming bars. Lots of lovely movement and lovely shape. So we start on the C. We climb via a minor third. Et Spiritu. So we sing the 2 there, 1 tone lower than we started. Et Spiritu. Sing that for me. 1, 2, 3. Et Spiritu. And then we come back to the E flat, which we're just singing, and it's Sancto. Okay, Sancto. Let's just sing that Sancto after 3. 1, 2, 3. Sancto. Make this beautiful. Yeah, think of this as weaving beautiful shapes in the air with our voices. Smooth as silk. From bar 69, last notes. 1, 2, 3. Sancto. And just be careful there the B natural, the A natural. Just requires that little bit of extra support. Excellent. So let's go back. Let's go from Et incarnatus est, bar 66, which is, everyone, the last, hang on, let me get this right, first bar, I should say, of page 26. Okay, coming in after 1, everyone. There's your notes. 3, 4, 1.
Et incarnatus est de Spiritus Sancto.
Great. Now, in bar 71, we take a breath. This actually is a really beautiful bit of writing. That move from the G to the A flat, creating tension with the tenors and the soprano above, is really quite advanced. Going from that chord to that chord is, harmonically, take it from me, advanced stuff for the time, and very expressive indeed. So, Ex Maria Virgine. Yeah, beautiful stuff. Just be careful that the Ex Maria is a G and the ne at the end is an F, a tone lower. At the beginning it's G and then the end it's an F. So don't be tempted to come back to the G, it's one note lower. Let's listen to Josh sing it from bar 71. 1, 2.
Ex Maria Virgine.
Lovely. Short note on Virgine. Let's sing it with Josh. Ready? 1, 2. Ex Maria Virgine. Lovely. So it's 1 Virgine. Just simple down the scale. So don't let that sag in terms of the support. It's 1 Virgine. Lovely. Another quick breath. Et homo factus est, and was made man. Okay, so it's 1 et homo factus est. Let's listen to Josh in bar 75. It's 1
Et homo factus est.
Okay, nice line. Let's sing it. Here we go. After 1 and 1. Et homo factus est. Very nice. Okay, same sort of thing, but more intense here. So it's et homo factus est. The B flat and the E flat there are sort of anchor points. We start on the B flat, we rise to the E flat, we drop back to the B flat, back to the E flat. And then down to a D. Let's listen to Josh sing. This is so sweet. 1, 2, 3.
Et homo factus est
Fabulous. Oh, hang on, Josh. Getting slightly ahead of ourselves. So let's sing that with Josh to that D on factus est. There's our note. After 3, 1, 2, 3.
Et homo factus est.
Excellent. Now, this next little bit, just the way this is constructed, you've got to be ready to go straight on, as you heard. So factus est, factus est. Yeah? It comes in almost like it's syncopated. Just listen to it from bar 78, halfway through. 1, 2.
Factus est, factus est.
Okay, so let's tell you what, I'm just going to slightly adjust the page layout here so we can see that all on one line. That's a little bit better, isn't it? So if we just follow that along, again, bar 78. Okay, so I'm going to play that for you again. Bar 78, find it for me, factus, and I'll count and play. 1, 2, factus est factus est. Okay, sing it with me in the piano. From bar 78, factus. Ready? 1, 2. Factus est factus est. Yeah, one more time, slowly. Same thing. This is, I think, the hardest thing in the movement. Ready? 1, 2. Factus est factus est. Excellent. So now let's go from et homo factus est, bar 77, which is the last bar. Top line of 27, just that last note, going on to the bottom line. And let's sing this with Josh. You'll need a lot of air to get through this, so grab that breath. We're in after 3. 1, 2, 3.
Et homo factus est factus est.
Good. Now Josh is actually taking a full minim beat off this, taking a half note off. Okay, partly because it's a long phrase, he's got some long singing to do, so do please go with Gesualdo on this one. Do sing as Josh does. And if you're finding it tricky getting through this long line from 77 to 81, just sing in a softer way. Don't sing at full voice. It's not a belt, it's not a shout. It's supposed to be floated and soft. It's in support of what's going on above. Okay, so do as Josh does. Don't oversing it. Now, bar 82, factus est, bringing this little section to a close. We hold the fa there for 3 beats, and we come home to the C here. Sounds like this.
Factus est.
Now, it's a relatively short note. Again, lots of air around the st at the end. Factus est. Yeah, very soft. Then there's a pause, briefly, on the bar line. And then crucifixus. It's crucifixus, not crucifixus. Those of us used, as I've said already, to singing Italianate Latin, it's crucifixus rather than crucifixus. So please just make sure that is, you've marked that in. All right, crucifixus etiam pro nobis. And it sounds like this. Bar 83, it goes.
Crucifixus etiam pro nobis.
Now that's, I think, the best line anyone has in this particular section. And 1. Okay, so let's sing that with Josh. Well, let's actually sing it with the piano first. From Crucifixus, bar 83, take a deep breath, and it is Crucifixus etiam pro nobis. And let's sing it with Josh, same thing, bar 83. Ready, and
Crucifixus etiam pro nobis.
We're softening by the end, aren't we? Crucifixus is intense, a little bit louder, but as we're coming down from the D flat, it's softening towards nobis. And then soft, like an echo, sub Pontio Pilato, under Pontius Pilate. It is softer here and a little bit slower. Listen.
Sub Pontio Pilato.
Okay, so let's just sing that. Not quite sotto voce, not quite under the breath, but just a hair away. Ready? 1, 2, 3.
sub Pontio Pilato.
Excellent. Well done, everyone. Now, passus et sepultus est. Suffered, death, and was buried. And this is the last bit we're looking at in this bit of teaching. So bars 90 to 92. It sounds like this. There's a pause again on the bar line between 89 and 90, which is just at the very end of page 28. As we go on then into page 29, we come in with the other 3 voices, and we're on that G here, okay, which is only a semitone away from the A flat we were just singing. There's that tension again, so we sing.
Passus et sepultus est.
Gorgeous stuff, isn't it? So let's just follow this along on the piano. So it's passus et sepultus est. And it should have the feeling, it starts very softly, but as this grows, it's like the sun coming up on the 3rd day. Yes, the morning of the 3rd day. It's the sunrise. Da, 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 leading us to Et Resurrexit, which is next week's teaching. So let's sing with Josh. Bar 90. Nice deep breath and
Passus et sepultus
now the sun coming up.
est.
Excellent. And that's where we're going to stop it for now. What we're going to do is we're going to sing it through from the start. And of course, if you're going to be singing along with this at a later point, possibly even to record, make sure you've watched everything that we've gone through in this very, very detailed rehearsal. All of these beautiful touches that Josh, as an exquisite singer of this music, has put in for us. We want to reflect as much of that as possible in our singing. The tenor 2 part is, I think, the most demanding, just because you're doing the most singing of any of the parts, at least in this movement. So you need to be breathing as deeply and as consciously as possible. Breathe early, and if you're finding it difficult to get through some of the longer phrases as Josh does, just sing a little bit softer. Just pull the dynamic back a bit. That will give you that little bit of extra air to get through. Do also please mark in all of those trickier consonant sounds that will trip you up if you haven't written them on your score. So things like descendit and celi, Jesum Christum, crucifixus, and so on. Just make sure that those aren't going to catch you out and spoil what would have been an otherwise excellent take. I think the most important thing is just to revel in this glorious music, because it really is a privilege to be singing it together. So we're going to sing it from the start. Of course, you'll hear the cantor part, which is sung by Joseph, Credo in unum Deum, and then tenors, you come in bar 10, Visibilium Omnium, with a nice strong entry. Your note will be here, but not for a while. So let's enjoy this from the start. Here we go.
Credo in unum Deum.
Bar 2, 3, start to breathe, and 1.
Visibilium omnium et invisibilium et in unum Dominum Jesum Christum Filium Dei unigenitum et ex Patre natum ante omnia saecula Deum de Deo Deum verum Genitum non factum consubstantialem Patri. Perquem omnia facta sunt, perquem omnia facta sunt, facta sunt, facta sunt.
Deep breath. And 1.
Qui propter nos hominem, et propter nostrum salutem, descendit, et incarnatus est de Spiritus Sancto ex Maria Virgine et homo factus est, et homo factus est, factus est, factus est. Crucifixus etiam pro nobis sub Pontio Pilato passus et sepultus est.
There we are, everyone. Thank you so much. Hope you enjoyed that. That is your sing through of part 1 of Credo, and in our next session we'll be looking at part 2, which is, starts at Et Resurrexit and builds to an extraordinary end with a wonderful Amen. So thank you so much, everyone, for being here. Hope you've enjoyed this session. Recorded as it has been in daylight, and as we've been singing, the clouds have been parting and the sun has been coming out, which I think is entirely appropriate for this particular point in the Credo, Et Resurrexit. Well, enjoy the rest of your day, whatever you have planned, and I look forward to seeing you at your next teaching session. All the very best. See you soon.